30 years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Chapter 2. To arms, brave warriors.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance?
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Lord Dragon could be anywhere. I suppose this is a good opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. Exploration. The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to the story, scenes, and battles, there will also be exploration phases. In this phase, you may move freely around areas and gather information from people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms, and train features that may serve you in battle, and more. Alright. I've been tasked with attending you at the ceremony tomorrow, my lord. May it be a joyous occasion for all. I'm eager to hear your speech, and even more eager to see you triumph at the tourney. Nope, don't end it. Menu, thank you. Then I notice the music is a bit loud compared to the vocals, so I will turn voice up. My bad. I will turn voice up a bit. I'm gonna turn music down 10, and we're good. Yes, good. There we go. I sense you may have some questions regarding this joint mining venture. Allow me to enlighten you. Finding the expertise and manpower of Norzilia's 3 nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said Lord Dragon's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. I could think of none more suitable to oversee the mine's development. During this phase, you're allowed to wander around and just check things out. Also, welcome back to Triangle Strategy. I heard tell Prince Roland is shirking his duties to the castle once again. Thank heavens that shiftless child isn't in the line for the crown. Like I always say, this series is recorded way ahead of time. So, sadly, any advice you give, it'll be way too late. To see the piece we enjoy now, one would never think, but 30 years ago our realm was engulfed in war. The Saltire War seems not but a far-off nightmare now. I'm coming... Ooh. You'll find notes as the game progresses. These notes have no direct effect on the story, but they'll help you understand the Norzilia and its history. Okay. War Chronicles. Oh, notes. Alright. There, Marvels of Norzilia, Volume 12. There is no sight in the realm as impressive as the Hyzilian capital. As braving the vast desert, the first thing a visitor to this great city sees is a wall so huge it does not look as it could be made by human hands. The goddess's shield. Pass through the gate, and you will emerge into a thriving metropolis of believers. Just beyond the streets lies the huge, calm waters of the Source. Unbelievable as it may seem, the city and the walls encircle the entirety of the Great Lake where the Norzilia's salt originates. In the center of the lake towers a mountain-like statue of the goddess, an enduring symbol of the Holy State's faith. Indeed, after beholding the Hyzant, Hyzant could not only survive in the middle of the inhospitable desert, but thrive after unbelievers such as myself started to think the statue might actually be a goddess incarnate. In the palace in the city's center lives a Hierophant, who they say hears the voice of the goddess of salt herself. I imagine such a voice would be just as majestic and calm as the city she watches over. I hope my reading and all that is fine for you. Oh, more! I keep almost wanting to do that. No, wait, nope, not that. Oh, okay. This is Volume 8. Up the Norzilia River and past a handful of crangy mountain lines, the Astrofati capital. I heard her say the name too long ago. Despite the blizzards oft swirling about, the city itself is orderly, and well-maintained. People who dwell there spirited and undaunted. By working together, they have managed to thrive in one of the most inhospitable places in the realm. It is the fortitude that has allowed Aesfrost to grow into a nation to be reckoned with. Aesfrost's ironstone was carved from a rocky mountainside, which is unusual but fitting for the land with countless iron mines. Sorry, I had a coughing fit there. Countless iron mines within its borders. It functions as both a castle and an iron factory. Man, why will this cough go away already? Okay, I think I'm good now. Skilled artisans in the Grand Duchy are brought to the castle where they mass-produce ironworks and engage in technological research. Thanks to the enormous forge and the large and as hot as the mouth of the volcano within the castle, they are able to create huge quantities of ironware and weapons on a daily basis for Aesfrost's pride and joy, the Black Irons. Upon the castle's ramparts is arguably the crowning achievement of Aesfrost's ironworking, a gigantic bell larger than the largest dragon. I cannot even begin to fathom how they managed to create such a beast. Each day the bell tolls the time for the people of the capital. It is so loud it can be heard throughout the mountains and has even been known to trigger avalanches on distant slopes. Oh, that's not good, is it? Greetings, my lord. My friends and I are playing hide and seek. You may continue. And, by request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. May we bring victory to the House of Laporte. I hope so. Alright, I'm searching everywhere. I don't... Oh, wait! Yes. Alright, we have touched the cat. That is the most important thing to do. If you're wondering why I said that weird, I just have a cough coming out. I'm trying to stifle it. I was fine all day. Now I'm coughing. Probably because I'm talking so much. There's been nothing amiss, my lord. Another quiet day. And basically, you want to talk to the ones with the marks above their head. They are the important ones. So I'm going to look at everything else before I talk to them. The story doesn't continue when you talk to them. No. In fact, you still have to hit the start button to conclude. But I want to at least deal with everything before I do that. Ah, dragon. This town is prosperous since people have faith in their lord. An impressive achievement by my experience. You are too kind, Lord Dragon. Ah, my apologies, but you are... The apology should be mine. I am Sirona Wolfert. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I would like to explore the town a while longer, but rest assured, I shall be punctual in my arrival. I must make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift will be best to suit the union of you and Lady Frederica, It is an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Seaman will spark inspiration. Hi, I'm here. A lot of folk have come to town for their ceremony. I even saw a man earlier wandering about in Wide-Eyed Wonder. Also, I hope you're enjoying this series. Like I said, this one is being recorded in my time, way ahead of time. If you're wondering, I just started playing Elden Ring. But I want to play this in the middle, take breaks. I'm going to upload this after, mostly so, despite all the advice you probably want to give me, I don't want to be spoiled. So, forgive me, but this is a playthrough of mine, and I hope you enjoy my adventure. Alright. I can scarce remember the last time Glenbrook was host to such a marvelous tourney. Who among the nations will win glory? Which will be known as the fiercest nations of Norzilia? I mean to be there when history is made. I will do my best. My best is hopefully good enough. I still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride-to-be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. It's fine. The most esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear. A veritable meeting of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. You are quite correct. HP recovery palette? Okay. I might have to turn the music down a bit more for cutscenes, but I will test this now. Alright. We're playing hide and seek till Del comes home. I need to find a place to hide and quick. Ah, we got a choice. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father wouldn't want anything bad happening to you. Ah, one of my favorite games. Sparrows were always my favorite places to hide. Or, it takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use your cleverness to help your father when you're older. I'm gonna say the third one. Dad's always saying he can't wait to show me the ropes. I'm certain he'll be happy to. I'm certain you'd be happy to learn. If it makes Dad happy, then I'll learn whatever I need to. There we go. My husband works from dawn till dusk at the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work, though, and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. There's no rest for the young lordling. All eyes will be upon you in days coming. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the lay of the land, so that we might share the weight of your duties. Oh, whoops. It's just like him to gallivant off with an area word of farewell. Still, I suppose it's our chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Sir Noah? To know a town, you must take time to relish your company. That's what Orandover told me. And perhaps the more colorful words. It is a port at the center of commerce, a town built on taxes, but not at the expense of fair trade. Wolford is nestled and safely behind castle walls. It is a town at peace, and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. I'm gonna say... Now for me this is difficult. I'm gonna say an example for us, the kingdom. No, you know what? Yeah. And the people are thankful to their lord for that, I am sure. There are always threats to the peace. However, as your encounter with the bandits proved, of course, simply ensuring the smallest amount of safety must be a daunting task in itself. You have given me much to consider. Alright, I think we're going to conclude. The banquet will begin soon, or drag on, and I must not arrive late. At the banquet.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolford.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me, then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Already you can see tensions between the three kingdoms. There's a tension. But like I said, I only played 4 hours, so once we're past that, I don't know. The Wolfert Whitehelm Castle. The children of the crown speak of their father, King Regina. Regina? I think it's Regina. Let me shut up now.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants. They're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother...
Yeah, you can tell that tension between those three is not well.
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
And this is one reason why I really loved what I played about this game, is all the stories of all the people that you know in this game. But let's stop talking. Castle Wolfort. The banquet ends without incident, and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. Dragon, however, has something on his mind. Of course he does.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
Someone's drunk.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica,
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
no apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the wars, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
Let's see. It is our first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it. It'll benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that. Or it's impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well. Personally, I'm gonna go with the third one.
It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well.
Interesting. You are the first I've spoken to express such skepticism, and yet, you may see more clearly than most.
Like as not, it is a baseless worry.
It is a lord's place to worry. We may at last share a common goal, but our motivations differ. The future is murky, no matter how brightly some may try to paint it. My new cousin has the intuition of a leader, I see. Or perhaps you're simply a worrywart.
Maybe both.
In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn.
I agree with that.
Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be written large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, Come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
Someone drink too much.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Oh, cute. Our first bonding session is carrying your cousin to bed because he overdrank.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
Man. So his heart's failing. He wants his son to grow up to be a great lord. And Benedict, who, from what we can tell, is a most just trusted advisor to the wife and the father. Simone gathers the members of the House Wolfport to announce his abdication. The story in this game is just really good from the few I played it. I can't wait to actually play it now.
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simone.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolford.
My son, listen well. The Lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike.
Time for tutorial. What the scales are.
Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolford, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
We await your orders, my lord.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous occasions ahead of us.
For House Wolford!
And so the stewardship of House Wolffort passes from father to son. Lord Simon Wolffort, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfforts set forth to the Crown City. With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolffort sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
So Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good. Serenoa of House Wolford, the crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, Your Majesty. I shall not disappoint.
I dare you to say that again, Thalis.
Must you make me repeat myself? I am the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows like the minor lordling's son you are.
You would shame me? You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, you forget yourself.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister. Do you think you're above us now that you're being wed to mighty House Wolffort?
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Serenoa Wolford. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
Yeah, those two are horrible. Shocker.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Those two, they were...
Phallus and Erica Esfrost. Full brother and sister to Archduke Gustadolf. And my half-siblings.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
Sure. I'm sorry for that laughter. Listen, that's as far as I got, basically, is... Well, Smithy's now available at the encampment. Right? Just double checking, make sure there's nothing else here on the map. Alright, the festivities begin under the vigilant eye of each nation's diligence. It's not diligence, but still, I'm gonna go with that.
My honored guests, I am pleased to announce that operations at the Grand Norzelian Mines have commenced in earnest.
Dignitaries. That's the word.
The Earth has yielded treasures more magnificent than even we had anticipated. May the mines endure for many years as a symbol of prosperity for all of our nations.
Well said. With Hyzant's salt and capital, Esfrost's ingenuity, and Glenbrook's raw materials and manpower, our realm's future is bright indeed. It is a partnership built on 3 pillars, each bearing equal weight. We owe a debt of gratitude for all who have supported this grand venture. A particular note is Lord Dragan, whose knowledge has allowed us to so swiftly see our labor bear fruit. And House Wolford, whose mediation has proved invaluable in forming this accord. May their deeds be forever remembered by history. Let us raise our cups and toast to their health and happiness.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Lord Serenoa's smiling from ear to ear. Shame his parents couldn't be here to see this.
Do not get too swept away in the moment, Eridor. We have a job to do here, and the day has only begun.
Now that the formalities are done with, let the festivities begin. Step forward, Sir Maxwell.
So, this is the one they call the Dawn Spear.
Glenbrook's fiercest warrior. They say he has never known defeat.
I would take the measure of this man.
Now that the foundations for peace have been laid, let us be stifled by rigid formality no longer. There is a tourney to be had, after all. A much more entertaining event than my endless speeches.
Hear, hear, hear!
Hear, hear.
Will any among you prove a match for our Sir Maxwell, the champion of our previous challenge? I very much look forward to finding out. Until then, help yourselves to our hospitality and our wine.
Eat, drink, and be merry. It shall not be long until final preparations are complete.
Our time is nigh, Serenoa. Ah, but I forget myself. Our time is nigh, Lord Wolford. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. But living up to the title will be no easy task.
You'll do your father proud, I'm sure. Unlike some of us.
See, have more faith in yourself, my friend. You too shoulder the future of the kingdom, after all. There is no time to pity for... there's no time for self-pity. A prince's subjects mustn't hear him talking like that way. Well, preparing for the tourney will take your mind off worries. Let's say number 2.
This is no time for self-pity. A prince's subjects mustn't hear him talking that way.
Serenoa.
However, even the strongest of us have their moments of weakness. I hope to be there for you during yours. Whatever happens, we mustn't turn away from the difficulties ahead of us.
You're right, of course. A member of the royal family should not be so maudlin. Thank you for reminding me of that, my friend.
You two are quite the pair, aren't you?
Fast friends from the day we met. And you are?
Apologies for not introducing you sooner. This is Huette of the Kingsguard.
I am tasked with keeping His Highness safe, though he often seems to resent it. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Lord Wolfort.
Ah, Prince Roland has told me much about you. I can see he is in good hands.
I shall see that it is so, my lord.
Now let us begin our preparations. Today we take the field, and today
we claim victory.
Roland and Huette, join your forces. So you already seen it in the first battle. Roland is a melee warrior with range. He strikes 2 squares in front of him with a spear. His steed grants him high it grants him high mobility. I'm sorry. Once again, I'm tired, even though I'm recording this a different day. But yeah, you already see him. He can attack 2 enemies at once or 1 enemy. And then Huette rains arrows. Oh, she's an archer. She's the one I confused with last time, who I thought attacked twice. She's an archer. Rains arrows down at foes from the back of a hawk. Oh, right. Easily traverses terrain with large elevation changes. The higher the ground, the greater her range. I will enjoy their company. It'd be best to greet our guests. It'd give me a chance to take a measure of my soon-to-be opponents. Alright. Ah, Alice and Erika. I wonder if those two would deign to participate in the tourney. Soon you will lead your first foray into battle, and Lady Federica and I shall experience true combat for the first time. Do you have a stratagem in mind for the tourney? It may be but a tourney, but defeat will bring shame upon us. I intend to do whatever I must to win. Our house fights with honor. There shall be no tricks, but we shall offer our opponents no quarter. You handled yourselves admirably when the band's attack. I expect your magic to be key to our victory. I'm going to say the middle one. I see. You intend to charge headlong into your first battle. Indeed, a strategy may lack subtlety. Oh, jeez, I can't talk today. But in times of peace, it would not do to rely on deceitful tactics. How we comport ourselves on the battlefield shall be a reflection of our conduct outside of it. I intend to make others known House Wolfort can be trusted. Very wise, my lord. If peace between nations is to continue, then the royal warriors must change with the times. However, you mustn't forsake the lineage, the legacy you inherited. I believe the course you have chosen weaves a delicate path through 2 ideals. Stories of Minister Exarm's skill have reached even my lips of a servant. I very much look forward to learning the truth of these tales. My lord, before the tourney begins, I would like to ask you a single question. To what end do you believe this contest to be being held? It's a chance of our 3 nations to gather and celebrate. Although the battles may be bloodless, victory shall be sweet the same. In times of peace, there are precious few chances to display martial prowess. I mean to remind people of House Wolfort's legacy. It may appear to be mere entertainment, but reputations are at stake. Show weakness, then it will be noted by all in attendance. I'm gonna say the third one, honestly, because they're all not here just for peace sake. We're gonna try and make a statement. Just so, my lord, each nation will show their strength and take the measure of the others in turn. It'll be a test of skill as well as mettle. It'll not treat it lightly. I'll not treat it lightly. Very good. It shall be the first of many tests to come, I'm sure. Alright, just seeing if there's any items over here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, there's a lot of people to talk to. Let's do it. Ah, young Lord Wolfort. Thank you for the honor including me among such esteemed company. Each face I see is more impressive than the last. Even the members of the Saintly Seven have deigned to step foot upon our shores. Of course, I have many dealings with Hazelint in the past. Hazelint in the past. I am to take and understand all are equal in the eyes of their goddess. Even those not of noble birth can achieve prestigious stations. I intend to use this opportunity to avail myself of this famed equality and perhaps win the ear of the state in the process. The country where station is decided not by birth. I was not aware Hazelint's goddess was so equitable in her judgment. I would very much like to make time to visit. Oh. As the game progresses, you uncover information that will unlock additional responses in the future conversations. Okay. I am Saucely Ande, but I am sure you know that. I am honored of being one of the Saintly Seven. The duties of the young lordling are many, but I trust you are more capable. May this mind bring prosperity to us all. Such a massive endeavor is bound to be fraught with danger. If you and yours ever require medicinal treatment, pray visit the Minister of Medicine. We are blessed with the finest medicine minds in Norzelia. Our facilities aren't open just to anyone. Mention my name, however, and every service shall be at your disposal. I have heard tell of the ministry. It is said that even the most grievous wounds can be treated there. I'd very much like to see how such miracles are performed. You're joining the tourney with my brother, aren't you? So Maxwell has trained with him since he was little. Roland could barely stand after they sparred. But he even walks like the Dawn Spear now. I'm so proud to have him as my brother. Ah, my apologies. Franny is always saying I let my emotions get the better of me. Please, keep my brother safe, will you? With the wedding on the horizon, I imagine time must be a precious resource for you. Your life is in the cusp of a great change, my young lordling. Still, I pray you remain a faithful friend to my brother. He has his poor bubbles, but I care for him the same. You carry your father's legacy on your shoulders, young lord. Eager am I to see how it fits you. I've trained the prince since he was scarcely old enough to hold a spear. I have great interest in seeing his performance at the tourney. I would wish you good luck, but I would rather your skill carry you to victory. Is it true that General Valoria will be taking the field in the tourney? The right hand of the Archduke, rivaled only by her lord in ferocity, I doubt she judges a friendly competition to be worthy of her abilities. Still, if she lives up to her reputation, then she wouldn't have tried to prove a match for even the mightiest warriors. Congratulations on your recent appointment as a lord. I am sure the entire realm will celebrate the occasion. Lord Simo has even been a dear friend to us. Pray do not hesitate to come to us in times of need. You are new lord of Almostward, yes? I see you from afar, but believe this is the first time I've had the pleasure of speaking to you. Even now, the common folk sing of your house bravery during the Sultane War. However, I suspect it shan't be long before they sing of House Marseil's deeds instead. I look forward to seeing you at the tourney, Lord Sirona. Oh, there's someone to talk to down there. I should talk to them first. I plan on talking to everybody. I hope you like my reading, because there's a lot of it. I understand your medal shall be on display at the tourney, my lord. May it leave an impression on the attendants. All in attendance. Okay. A predictable match with a predictable outcome. Oh, okay. Jeez, I'm sorry. I suppose we haven't formally met yet. I'm Marika, Estrost. Yes, Frederica is my sister, although I hardly think of her as such. This country is old, for lack of a better word. I'm certain it'll fit her sensibilities perfectly. Ah, Sirona Wolfort. How good is it to see you again so soon? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Thalas Asfrost, at your service. I suppose soon I shall be calling you my brother-in-law. This is quite the castle you have, full of history and great deeds. I hope that one day, fate sees it fit to deliver me one so grand. The soldiers here are obedient, I'll give them that. Can't say the same for Asfrost's military. For better or worse, in Asfrost, we value freedom over all else. Those with the drive to succeed naturally rise to the top. Though your kingdom's lords and ladies might view us as rabble of ambitious upstarts, we aren't beholden by tradition Asfrost. If you've ever any interest in seeing what true freedom looks like, you're welcome anytime. A country where one is judged by ability and not by birth certainly has produced some formidable personages. I shall have to visit whenever time allows us. You're from House Wolfort, yes? Your reputation is formidable, to be sure. Asfrost's military is second to none. Day and night we train, and dare say even our rank and file would be matched for any other military's elite troops. Why, just the other day we managed to capture a particularly dangerous smuggler. He was swift as a horse and deadly with a bow as any man alive. He even broke a bone in the process. His skill would have been doubtless made him a capable soldier. To wonder what desperate paths our choices sent us down. I passed a group of soldiers clad in black armor on the way here. Are those Asfrost storied black irons? I mean the question of any Asfrost canon archives. It is said that within the archives, countless tomes lie to answer any and all questions that have ever been asked. You only need to seek them out. A house of boundless knowledge. That's certainly something that I like to see with my own eyes. I hear that Bloody Shield himself will be fighting on behalf of Asfrost during this year's tourney. He's the captain of the Duchy's elite Hawk Riders, and a fierce Hawk Shield himself. I look forward to seeing the man in action. I've never seen a woman, or man for the matter, quite like Mr. Lila. Beautiful, elegant, brilliant. What I wouldn't give to serve under someone like her. Word has it, her new assistant is a strapping young researcher said to be well versed in ice magic. I knew I should have spent more time at books instead of in training yard. I'd very much like to see those skills of Minister Lila's new assistant myself. Perhaps I will, and sooner rather than later. Lord Sirona, Benedict has been looking for you, but it seems you've already spoken. Your first journey as Lord of our house, eh? I knew the day would come, but it still brings a tear to my eyes to see it. Always remember that Benedict and I are at your back, my lord. Come and see us whenever you need. That includes the tourney. You need someone in the dirt, my lord? I'm your man. Let's show him what the stuff. Let's show him the stuff. I'm sorry. Let me repeat that. Let's show him what stuff House Wolfort is made of. You must be the Lord Wolfort. I am Patriot of House Kanzar. By King Regina's grace, we were chosen above all others to attend this momentous ceremony. 'Tis an honor, truly. All we have, we owe to our king. Let us continue to serve him as we can. Today, I fight by Sir Maxwell's side in turn. I could not envision a greater honor than this. May we cross swords, Lord Serona. And may fight be one to remember. Let us hope this tourney brings the same thrills as last year. I won't soon forget the final bout between Lord Simon and the Dawnspear. Aye, 'twas a match for the histories. Shame Lord Simon won't be here to have another go at it. His son is representing House Wolfort this year, I hear. I don't reckon one so green can stand against the likes of the Dawnspear, but I've seen stranger things. I'll do my best. I hear the Dawnspear is returning to defend the title he won at the previous tournament. Let's hope he hasn't been resting on his laurels. I think that's everybody. $1,000 item is not. Alright. The tourney will begin soon. It'd be best if I head back. Which means, once I can save... Oh. Okay. So, I'm gonna try and keep these to an hour. I'm sorry if there's no action during this entire one, but I want to keep these to an hour at best and increase them if I need to. Which will be a thing I decide later on if I need to. But until then, I'll see you next time, and we shall fight at the tournament. Until then, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, good night, farewell.